Hello. Okay, good day everyone. Uh, Thank you for coming into this YouTube channel. This is a weekly market outlook, and this is going to be like we are going to discuss on what is to be expected for the whole week. So this would give us some brief idea, what is to be expected for the week and how we can go about. Okay, do take note of the risk disclosure. Day trading in foreign exchange is risky. Past results are not indicative of future returns. The content on this webinar is mainly educational purpose. Use your information entirely at your own risk, and you must assess the risk of your trade with your broker before you put in your trades. Okay, with that, I think we move on to our analysis. Okay, today there is a couple of data that is out. We are getting from the Euro, French flash PMI, German flash PMI, then from the pound flash PMI, and also from the US also flash manufacturing PMI. So all these data are out in all this is just a flash PMI. Okay, then next tomorrow we have early in the morning BOC Governor McCallum speaks. Then we have a pound claimant count change, and we have a Canadian CPI, and we have from the US core retail sales. Okay, this is for tomorrow. Then Wednesday we have pound CPI, and from the US building permits and crude oil inventories. Excuse me. Okay, then Thursday, Wednesday night, Thursday morning, early in the morning, we are expecting this US federal funds rate, which is to be forecast, is reduced by 0.25%, and followed by the FOMC statement and FOMC press conference. And next morning we have a New Zealand GDP, and we also have a BOJ policy rate announcement, and followed by the press conference. And we also have pound bank rate, interest rate, which is also forecast is 4.75, and previous was 4.75. That means the market is not expecting a cut, so we have to be take note of that. Okay, then we have from the US final GDP, unemployment claims, and followed by Philly Fed manufacturing index and existing home sales. Then finally Friday we have a pound retail sales, then Canadian retail sales, and US core PCE price index, followed by the revised UOM consumer sentiment. So based on all this analysis, I think we are getting three central bank rates announcement. One is BOJ, another one is US, and another one is pound. Okay, pound is not expected to cut. BOJ also, I think, not much movement. And then finally the US, which is expected to cut by 0.25%. So we need to pay attention to pound, of course the dollar, then the dollar yen. Okay, so these are the things which we need to take note. So let's do our analysis starting with the euro dollar. That means what is to be expected for the euro dollar for the whole week. Okay, I just want to check my voice. Is it been clear? Is it clear, or are you getting any distorted messages? Distorted things. Is it very clear? Please give us your input, so at least we can find a permanent solution for this problem which we are having. Okay, now let's move on to the euro dollar. Okay, the euro dollar okay, looks like this is you see on the weekly, so since this is a weekly outlook, we need to pay attention to the weekly, monthly, daily, and the lower time frame. Not much needed, the lowest. So if you look into this, okay, monthly is flat. Okay, monthly is flat with the downside bias. Weekly is flat. In fact, weekly for the last 3 weeks. Thank you. For the last 3 weeks, this is flat also with the downside bias, but we are getting some strength on the 360 and 720. So which means to say that market is either making a turn, or we might get a pullback. Okay, so that is the clue we are getting from here. Then when we go into the PT zones, okay, the PT zones is telling us that there are some strength coming in on the daily and weekly is also a mixed bias, and overall, we are not getting much clue or much direction from here. But overall, what we need to know is euro is most likely making a turn up. Okay, but of course we need to get more clues and get a convincing result before we decide that this has already been making a turn. Then finally we come into our dashboard. So when we look into our dashboard, so since we look at your current week and current month and previous month, because these are the key figures needed for the weekly analysis. So if you look at your current week, okay, current week high is 10525. Previous week high is 10595. Current month high is 10630. Previous month high is 10940. Then when we look at your previous week low is 10455, and current week low is 10485, and your previous month low is 10335. So overall, what we are getting is we are getting a mixed signals. Okay, there is no clear directions, but the only clue I can take is as long as your 10455, which is your previous week low, and current month low holds, then we should be seeing the price moving higher. So that is the only clue we can get on this. Okay, let me just give me 1 minute. So the clue is as long as the price is above 10455, we should expect the price to be either in a range with the upside bias, or the market may turn up. Okay, so this is the thing we need to take note. So now when we look into the chart to get the confirmation, that means your final confirmation, this signal is valid, or whether this is correct. So if you look into the chart, okay, basically what the chart is telling us is, okay, this is in a range, and right now this is trying to make a base, so we need to see the price moving higher. Then we need to see that 630 break, then only we can take that this market has seen the low. Until then, this is going to be range with the mixed bias. Okay, so this is what the chart is saying. So what we would be doing, or how we would be expecting, is either this might be the low. If this might be the low, then the price should slowly move up and test this high and break this high. But on the other hand, if this is not the low, then we may see the price testing this 10335, and if it breaks, then we should see the price extending towards 10250, 10220, or even 10150. So how are we going to play the game? So we will go for a cautious buy as of now, betting that this is going to be the low. Then if we see the price we have to wait until the 630 clears, then only we can confirm, we can say that this market is really has made a base. Okay, then regarding the system, okay, the system also I think we can get the answer. Okay, I forgot to show you on the system. So the system, when we look into the system, okay, it says that market has taken a support at 485, and 450, 485 should hold, and 565 has to clear. 565 clears, then the next barrier is 645, and if this 645 clears, then we can see the price moving higher towards 10725. Since US is going to have a rate announcement, there might be a likely chance that this might be the low. Okay, so now next thing is what I also want to tell you, from concentrating more on the daily and swing trading signals. Okay, this is, I just want to emphasize on that. Okay, now what we are going to do, okay, this is something you need to take, you need to pay careful attention, and you need to take necessary precaution. Okay, what we are trying to do is we are going to try, because see what has happened is every time when we give a signal, sometimes the market turns on the dot, and as a result we are missing a lot of opportunities, good opportunities, which we feel that we are in the right direction, but we don't get it right. So now if we pay the money management, if we have a proper money management, then I think we should be on the trade, and we should be able to make money. So now what we are doing from today is pay attention to the lot sizes. Okay, we are giving you a lot size, and pay attention to that, and try to put in the order. Okay, so at least we can be in the trade in most of the time. So now what we are trying to do is, for swing trading, we are trying to buy at 10410, stop at 10470, sorry, 370, and TP is 10725, and this is only half lot. Okay, what do I mean by half lot? So if, let's say, usually you trade 50,000, or let's say 100,000, okay, standard. So half lot means you only go in 50,000 on this trade. So when the market is in our favor, then what we will do is we will try to increase the trade, and we should be making money. When we are right, then we should be making good money, and we don't miss opportunity. Okay, then on the other hand, we are also trying to buy at 485, stop at 440, and this is trying to close at 540, and this is also half lot. Okay, this is also half lot. So, and also what we are also doing is, now we are giving the more time for the trade, and at the same time I think we are trying to reduce the risk and be in the trade. So I hope you understand what we are trying to do, and how we are able to concentrate and move on. Okay, so these are the two trades which we are putting in, and I think this is good to go. And the only difference, I think, now I have to make changes. So instead of giving this quite close, instead of giving until tomorrow, so this one I think we can give until tonight, 23:30. So this is the only change we are doing now for this trade, and this trade is good to go. So that means we buy at 485, stop at 440, TP at 540, and this is half lot. Okay, so let's move on to the next trade. So the next trade, what we are going to do is pound. Okay, pound is, remember, pound is the rate is expected to be unchanged. So if they are going as unchanged, then chances are pound should be going higher. So if you look at the previous week, this is a flat with a upside buyers. Monthly is flat with the downside buyers. Then your 360 and 720 is already showing strength. So looks like we got to be going for a buy on this trade. So next we look into our PT zones. Okay, PT zones are telling us your 360 is flat, 720 is flat, daily is showing some weakness. Weekly there is no buying force involved. So I think euro is stronger than the pound, and we should be uh, careful. But at the same time, I think if the interest rate comes out to be as expected, then I think we should see the strength on the pound. So right now the market is trading at 12635. Same scenario. If you look into this, your current week low is 12610. Your previous week low is 12610, and current month low is 12605, and previous month low. Okay, previous month low is 12485. Okay, on the high side we see 128, 12810. Okay, so this is the 128 and 12810. So what we are expecting is, if your 12610 holds, we should see the price moving higher slowly. Then on the other hand, if your 12610 breaks or 12605 breaks, then we should see the price moving towards 12550. Okay, so this is what the system says, and there is a huge resistance at 12705 and 12775. So until that 12705 and 12775 breaks, we should be expecting this market to be a cautious buy, and we should be exiting before that level. Okay, so now we go in to check on the chart to validate that move. So if you look into this, this is also trading in a double chop, right, double bottom, and this is in a range, and this is showing some strength. 12670 has to clear. If it clears, then the next barrier is 12715, 12705, which is also the same scenario. So based on this, we have generated a call on the daily, which is we buy at 12610, okay, stop at 12580, and try to exit at 12670 or 12705. Okay, so this should be your conservative call. Then on the weekly, sorry, on the swing trading, we are trying to buy 12540, 490 stop, and 127, and also this is also a half lot. Okay, take note, this is also a half lot, and we are going so now from now on we would be being on most of the trade. Okay, we are going to be in most of the trade. So that's the thing we got to take note. So the next cross we are going to discuss is dollar yen. Okay, dollar yen, if you look into, remember there is also a rate announcement from the dollar yen, so we can expect a big movement happening from the dollar yen in case we get any surprises. So as of the trend is concerned, it's flat on the weekly with an upside bias. Daily is flat with an upside bias. 360, this is also flat with an upside bias. So overall, I think we should be looking to go for buy on dollar yen. Okay, then when we look into the PT zones are telling us that 360 is flat with a mild strength. Daily is showing a big strength with no selling force involved. Weekly is also showing a strong buy with the no selling force involved. Okay, so we got to go for a buy, but of course we need to know where is our resistance levels. So now if we look into the dashboard, so the dashboard what is it telling us is currently the market is trading at 153.85, and this is below current week high, and this is current month high. That means today is the market made a high. Okay, your previous month high is 156.75, and current week low is 153, previous week low is 14. So we are not getting any clear signals. So more or less the market is showing a mixed signals. So how we can trade this is, okay, use the dashboard. Okay, basically we should be looking to sell at 153, sorry, 154.30, 154.40, and we should see the price break 153.20, 153.10. Then we can see the weakness towards 150.30. Okay, so this is what we expect based on the system. So if we go into the chart and validate that signal, so here market is showing a pullback. Okay, remember this market has made a reversal, and this level is a key level because this is where the polarity change or sentiment change should happen. So if I'm going to project it, I should not see the price moving beyond 155. Okay, 155. If we are expecting this market to turn down, or even worst scenario is 155.80. So this should be your level to pay attention. So that means the market should turn either at this levels 155 or 155.80, or before this levels. Okay, so any one of this is possible. So as of now, if you look into, if you ask me what will be your weekly range should be below 154.75. Okay, 154.75 or 155.40 and 156 level. So this should be your weekly high. Okay, this should be your weekly high. So now how can we trade this is, so when we look into the chart on a lower time frame, there is a possibility, okay, there is a possibility that we may have seen the high, or we may see the high at 154.30 or 154.80. Okay, so that should be your selling level. And of course 153.30 has to break for confirmation that this market has made a high and market is turning down. So with that, I think we are good to go on the signals. So we try to sell. Okay, let me see. Okay, so we are put in a sell on the daily, but I think we are put it the other way around, but doesn't matter. So we are trying to sell at 154.30 on the swing, with a stop at 154.80 and 152.70 or 153.30, and this is again half lot what we are looking for. On the other hand, if we go on to the daily signals, okay, we are trying to sell at 155.25, okay, stop at 55, and TP at 153.10 or 153.30. So that should be your exiting levels. But actually the signal should be the other way around. I mean, the swing should be here and day should be here. But I think since it's okay, I think we already given the signal. I think we can just manage it. It's okay, it's fine. Okay, next we go on to dollar Swiss. Okay, so now if we look into the dollar Swiss, okay, we look at on the weekly. Okay, we look at on the weekly. Okay, weekly is flat with an upside bias. Daily is flat with an upside bias, and 360 is telling us that this market is already turning on the 360, and 240 is also given us a signal that this market is already turning down. Okay, so we should be looking to go for a cautious sell, or uh, maybe the market may go one more time higher, then the market may turn down. So when we look into our PT zones, okay, 360 no signal yet, 720 no signal yet, daily is showing weakness, weekly is showing a mild weakness with a strong buying force, and the rest all I think it's okay, we just let it go. Okay, now if we are going to trade this based on the system, I think below 89.15 this market is showing weakness, and we should see the price breaking 88.80 and 88.15. Then we should see the price moving lower. Okay, then we should be exiting before 87.30 or 88. Then yeah, 87.80, 87.30, that should be your final exiting point. Okay, so now let's move on to the chart. Into the chart to evaluate this. Okay, looks like we may have seen the high. Okay, we may have seen the high because the market is showing some weakness, but of course for confirmation we need to see the price trading below 88.70. Okay, so if once it breaks 88.70, then we know that possibility that the high is seen on this market, and we should see the price moving lower. Okay, so I think with that, the signals, so we have one signal on the day trading. Okay, this is selling at 89.15, 89.55, and this is again a half lot. Okay, half lot. Please take note that this is a half lot. Then we have one more sell at 89.40. That is also, we are trying to exit at 87.90, and this price target we will adjust once the price starts to move and once the price is in our favor. Then we have a extreme level on the swing trading, which is a 90.40 sell, 90.85, and again this is also a half lot. Okay, so do take note that the half lot means, for those of you who are coming in late, if your usual trading size is like 100,000, half lot, that means you have to trade only 50,000. So that is one way to control the risk. Okay, so I think the dollar Swiss is done. Now we move on to the Aussie dollar. Okay, the Aussie dollar, your 360 we are getting some strength seen, but your weekly is flat with your downside bias. Okay, so the range is between 63.35 and 64.75. So if we are buying, we need to exit before 64.75 or even 64.30, right? So here when we look into the your PT zones, okay, PT zones is showing some strength on the 6-hour chart and daily and weekly, but weekly is still the selling force is still intact. So we need to see the price clearing that SR1, then we can then we can see the price moving higher. So we have to go for a cautious buy, and we should be exiting fast until the price breaks this level, certain level. The one I'll let you know what is the level. So here Right now the market is trading at 63.80. Your previous day low is 63.50, current day low is 63.50, current week low is 63.50, previous week low is 63.65. So overall is, I think there is a strong support at 63.35, 63.50. Then we should see the 63.85 break, and remember we should be exiting before 64.30 and 64.50. Okay, so now we try to go for a cautious buy on this, exiting before 63, sorry, 64.30, 64.50. Then once it breaks 64.50, then we should see the market in an uptrend. So until then, I think we should be having a cautious buy. So if you look into the chart, okay, looks like, okay, we may have seen the bottom. Okay, we may have seen the bottom, but of course your 64.30 has to break for confirmation. So we have some resistance at 64.10 and 64.30. If the 64.30 breaks, then the 64.75 is the next resistance, and once it clears, then we should say that this market is already going, is going to go higher. Okay, so we have given a buy call at 62.80, which is further apart. That means, in the event, if let's say the price breaks the low, then we may be seeing, and again this is a half lot, and we try to exit before 64.40. Then we have a buy order at 63.40, stop at 63, and TP at 64.10. Okay, since this market we want to be in the trade, I think we can go one on a momentum trade. Okay, momentum trade, and this is again what we are going to do is, okay, this is also a half lot. Take note. Okay, now we are changing a bit. We are going for a half lot. Okay, we try to buy at market, then we put a stop below 50 and our exit is 64.15 or 64.30, and this one we give until 2:30. Okay, 2:30, because this is just a 2 o'clock or 2:30 should be fine, because we are trying to hit the market. Move on to the next trade. Just give me a minute. So I want to buy this. Okay, so we move on to the next trade, which is dollar CAD. Your 360 is flat, Your 720 is showing some weakness, which is a 12-hour chart. Daily is flat with an upside bias. Weekly is flat with an upside bias. So the high is 142.45. Okay. So let's see here. Your 360 is flat, flat, flat. Weekly is there is no selling force involved. Then on the monthly, we are seeing a mega force movement, which is all are showing on the high. So we got to be very careful on this. If we are going for a sell on this cross. Okay, so we got to be careful on this. So now let's finally see the dashboard. Then we conclude. So if we are looking at the high, see the 142.40. This is your current month high, current week high, previous week high, and this is a three times I think the high is tested. And on the downside is 142.10, sorry 15.10, 15, and is all very tight range. Okay, I'm not getting any clear signal based on this. So all I can tell you here from the dashboard is we should be looking to sell somewhere at 143 and 142.10, 141.90 has to break. So if these two levels break, then we may see the price turning down. Otherwise, we may see the price pushing higher towards 43 or even 43.80. Then only the market may turn down. Okay, so this is the system is saying that below 142 is weakness, above 142.45 is strength. That means it's expected to go higher. So now we look into the chart. Okay, when we look into the chart, your 15 minutes is showing some weakness. Okay, showing some weakness. So how we can trade this is, of course, we only get a confirmation of the market turning down below 142. We need to see that level break. So what we can do is we can try to sell somewhere 142.80, 143. If you're selling here, then we got to be closely monitoring that 142 break. If it breaks, then we may see the price moving lower. Okay, so let's see what is the signals we have given. So we have given a day trading call 143 sell, and again this is we have given one lot. Okay, one lot. Actually this can change to one lot or half lot, but doesn't mind. Okay, one lot. Then your TP is 142.20. Then we have a 143.50. So this is a half lot. So what we will do is, I think this one also, I think we'll change it to half lot better. So we have two signals based on this, and of course if you want to go for a market sell, we can also do that, but since the other crosses are giving us the not much movement, so we might rather wait for the next time belt to give a better or clearer signals. Okay, so the Aussie, I think you try to get it filled. Aussie, try to get it filled because we want to go into that market. Okay, the next call, next cross is the New Zealand dollar. Okay, so the New Zealand dollar, the trend, the 360 is showing some strength, 720 is showing some strength, daily is flat with the downside bias, weekly is flat with the downside bias. So the 6-hour chart and 12 hours are starting to turn up. So there is a probability that the low may be seen, or we may get a strong pullback. So either one should happen. So here, when we look into the PT zones, the 360 is showing strength, 720 is flat, daily is showing some strength, weekly is showing some strength with the strong selling force. So this also giving us the same signals. So now we come into the dashboard. So right now the market is trading at 57.80 and testing the highs. So your previous week high is 58.90 and current month high is 59.25. So these two levels has to break. If it breaks, then we may see the price moving higher. So the dashboard also says that 5925 has to break. Then 57.30, 57.45 has to hold. That means we should not see. And 58.10 there are resistance. So more or less I think I need I know I've got all the information what is needed more or less for a trade, but let's verify it with the chart. Okay, the chart is showing already the market is starting to turn. So we should be seeing the price testing 58.05 and 58.10. Then this low might hold. Okay, if it breaks, then we should see the price moving towards 57.25 or 57.40. So these are the two levels of buying. If let's say the low breaks. Okay, let's see what is the signal we have given. Okay, we have given a buy at 57.40. Again, this is a half lot, trying to exit before 57.90. Then we are trying to buy at 57.20 and exit before 58.50. So now, since this is market is moving, we may want to enter this trade as well. So what I can give you is, I can give you a momentum call. $57.75. So 5 pips away we buy. Okay. Then the stop is 50 and TP is 58.15. So this is only about 40 pips, and this is again half lot. Okay, take note, this is a half lot, and this one is we'll try to give until 4 p.m. So this is a momentum trade which we are trying to take. So we'll take a head off, then make sure that this is a half lot again. Then if we make about 40 pips, that means we'll be only making 20 pips. Then our risk is 35, which is only about 17 pips. So I think this is worth considering this trade. So you can go for a buy on this. Okay, let me also buy this. Okay. Next, we are going into Sing dollar. Okay, the Sing dollar. Okay, this is showing flat. Okay, flat. 720 is flat with an upside bias, daily flat with an upside bias, weekly is also flat. So overall is all flat. So we got to be a bit careful on this. So this is showing some strength on the daily and weekly. There is no selling force involved. Okay, now we go into the dashboard. Okay, your current day high is 34.95. Previous day high is 35.05, and your current day and previous, so it's in a very tight range, so I don't want to really go chasing this market. So probably I may want to sell at 35.40 or higher, okay, 35.60 or 70, so I'm not so keen on this cross. So let's see what is the chart. Then finally, okay, this has not given any sign of a turn. So if let's say we do an extension, we should be selling at 35.70 or 36.05. Okay, so that should be your selling level. Okay, so here let's see what signal have we given. Okay, we have given 35.40 selling and 35.60. Okay, 35.60 is one lot, 35.40 is half lot. Okay, so we are not very desperate and very clear, very so-called to be in this trading this cross, because this market is a bit quiet. Okay, we come into gold. If you look into gold, the trend is saying daily is flat with the downside bias, 6 hours and 12 hours is flat with the downside bias, and weekly is flat. Okay, weekly is flat. Okay, this is also weekly. Yeah, this is flat. Okay, so if you look into your PT zones, okay, PT zones are telling us that we are seeing some mild strength, but a strong week on the daily and on the weekly as well. Okay, but weekly there are some strength can be seen. So finally we come into the dashboard. Okay, the dashboard, today's high is 56, today's low is 44, previous day low is 46, current week low is 44, previous week low is 2627. So that means previous week is lower low. Okay, right now this is showing a higher low. Okay, above 32, 2632 and 41 half, we should be seeing strength. Okay, but 5-6 has to clear, or even 6-3, 6-4. So based on the system, I would be looking to buy somewhere near 40, 41 and exit before 56 or 63. And above 63 or 64, then we may see the market showing strength and move higher. So this is what the system is saying. So let's evaluate with the chart. Okay, chart, remember I said that 40 half. So there is a support around here, but we have to see the strength above 56 and 63. So if I'm going for a buy, this should be your cautious buy. And looking at this, you see here for the last 15 minutes, this is within the 15-minute range. So there's two ways where we can buy. One is we can buy at 48, or extension of this, or 40, 41. So this should be your two buying levels, and exit should be before 63. 63 or 56. So let's see what signal we have created. I think we have tried to buy at 48 and exit before 63, and this is also a half lot. I think this is a valid signal. Then we also have another buy 2640, stop at 36, and this one is exit before 52. Okay, this is also a valid signal. So I think this is what we expect for our weekly outlook for this all these markets. Overall, I think we are expecting a range. Okay, I'll just give you a conclusion. But the euro dollar, pound dollar, dollar yen, Aussie, New Zealand. Okay, all this we may see a dollar weakness coming into. Okay, either it may come from here, or we may get one more drop, then the market may turn up. So we just have to pay very close attention and see whether the market is turning from here or going one more drop. But eventually I think this dollar weakness should start to come into play very soon. Okay, so that's about it. So, and I'll see you again at another 2 hours time. 2 hours time we have a Tamil version. Then after that, we will try to give more signals if the market starts to move or any movement happening. Okay, any questions or anything you all want to clear? Okay, so I think with that I conclude this session, and looking forward to see you again in 2 hours time. Okay, once again, for those of you who are coming in first time to our site, okay, please take note that this ours is a very unique system. We have been in the industry for more than 25 years, going to be 30. So we are now trying to share our system with the public. So this is what we are trying to do. Okay, we can create as much as like every 1-2 minutes we can create one signal. Okay, that's not a problem. But the only thing is, the more we create, then people cannot follow so many signals. That's why we're limiting it to the majors, then the crosses 1 or 2, so at least we can be in that trade. Yeah. Okay, thank you. I'll see you again in 2 hours time. Thank you. Bye.